Welcome to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Today, we're reviewing one of my favorite products from the Jim Beam distillery. And it doesn't have Knob Creek in the title, or Jim Beam in the title, or Grandad in the title. No, it's Hardin's Creek. A couple years ago, I got my hands on this bottle, Hardin's Creek 184 months aged, 108 proof Jacob's Well. And then last year, a bunch more of these Hardin's Creek releases came about, like a Frankfurt and a Claremont and all sorts of stuff. I wasn't able to get my hands on one of those bottles, but thanks to Dwayne and Zoe Clow, I was able to purchase a Hardin's Creek 211 months aged, 109 proof Jacob's Well. I was gonna go back and watch my review for the 184 month old version to see what score I gave it, but then I was like, that's a bad idea. I don't want to be influenced by a previous score when I'm reviewing the new one. So I did not go back to rewatch. So this newer version is 16 plus 11, 27 months older than the previous version, which is over 2 years. What's 211 divided by 12? So this thing is over 17 and a half years old. Holy ball sacks. That gets my motor running. 17.58 years old. It's got a miniature book in case you are into reading little letters. Hardin's Creek, the birthplace of the Beam family, distilling legacy. This is our origin story. Today the Beam name is synonymous with bourbon, but it wasn't always so. There had to be a first, and that was Jonathan Jacob Beam, the forefather of America's first family of bourbon. 1795 in the foothills of western Kentucky, fed by a river named Hardin's Creek, Jacob set down roots, and there he set to building a humble well, sturdily built to draw water from Hardin's Creek. That water to power a mill. That mill to grind fields of corn. That corn to form Jacob's earliest mashes. Unassuming beginnings that would inspire a legacy measured in centuries. A single source from which our whiskey making expertise has flowed from generation to generation for over 225 years. That's like how long it's taking me to read this little book. After I give myself a pour, we'll return to page 4. America. Each distiller taking a turn, building on the foundation laid by their forebears before bestowing that honor upon the next generation. Our legacy, a tapestry of expertise and experience. Lots of fantastic words in here. Tapestry? Tapestry. I think tapestry is like a list of your ex-lovers. I don't keep a tapestry though, and neither should you.
The legacy that belongs not to the individual, but rather to all who have had a hand in making it. After all, Simon's story is the story of American whiskey. It belongs to all. Every edition within Hardin's Creek will carry this honorable charge to chart the ever-evolving journey of American whiskey from its roots to what it could be.
Man, oh man, this book is long.
Jacob's Well. This release pays tribute to the well Jacob built in 1795, the foundations of which are visible to this day.
A blend of 2 ultra-age expressions, one regular mash, the other a high rye. Precious barrels laid down years ago by other hands, intuitively hand-selected and blended today to achieve a unique depth of flavor heretofore unknown. Heretofore? That's a word. Heretofore. So what I learned from that was this is a blend of their low rye and high rye mash bill. The old Grandad mash bill, Basil Hayden, and the regular Jim Beam mash bill. Let's see what 109 proof 17 and a half year Jim Beam distillate smells and tastes like. And all God's children singing glory, glory, hallelujah, he reigns, he reigns, he reigns, he reigns, he reigns. What will they say when they know that I drink Hardin's Creek? What will they do when they know that it's true? A black cherry laden caramel oak bomb is what I'm getting here. Dark fruits and old Kentucky rickhouses right in this glass. Some nice pie crust notes as well. 211 month old Hardin's Creek Jacob's Well. Down the hatch. Oh, mama. Wow. That is good. I like that. That hit in all the glorious places of the mouth that one of those 15+ year Knob Creek store picks did years and years ago before they took those away from us. But this is even a better version of that. It's not 120 proof, a little bit lower, but that high rye and low rye mash bill blended seemingly takes all the nuttiness away. And Hardin's Creek Jacob's Well 211-month-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey is making me go yay. It's damn good. Second sip. That's one hell of a pour. That is right up my alley. If you went on Google Maps and got directions for my alley and you drove there, this bottle would be on it, or in it, or up it. It's got all the great characteristics of an ultra-aged bourbon at 17.5 years old. The oak and like the maturity of this whiskey is really shining. Any of the youthful qualities of the Jim Beam distillate, the nuttiness, has kind of like phased itself out and melded perfectly into a super cohesive and super well-rounded, fantastic pour. This is so good. Will I take another sip? I don't know. Yes. If you're not a fan of oaky whiskey, then obviously you should stay away from the 17.5 year Kentucky bourbon. But if you like the things that I like, a super oily, super well-rounded, extra oaky, like Kentucky bourbon, you will love this. You will love it. Hardin's Creek, 211-month-old Jacob's Well. Price not even considered, just the whiskey itself receives a score from me of 8.8. It's an 8.8. It is phenomenal. It is a wonderful pour, and I love it. And that's a really high friggin' score. That's a super high score. An 8.8 for the 211-month Hardin's Creek. I love 15+ year old bourbon. That's just, I can't help it. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Do you live in a market where these Hardin's Creek bottles become available? Because they don't come to Colorado. I've never seen them in Colorado. The two that I have here came from elsewhere. And if you do live in a market where they're available at, do these sit on shelves? Are they like available on the shelves? And what kind of prices do you see for them out in the wild? I'm just curious because I don't see them anywhere. That's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on driving safe. Just drive safe, drive careful. I think we take driving for granted since we do it so much. It's like, oh, we're just driving going 80 miles an hour down a highway. And sometimes we forget that we are a second away from instant death. And as I go on this road trip tomorrow, as I start this family road trip, every time we do this, I get a little bit, the day before, a little bit hesitant, like, man, protect us, because there's a lot of crazy people out there checking Facebook and driving. And there's tornadoes too. I'm only telling you this because I love you, and I care about you. And I don't want you to die in a fiery crash. And I think for that alone, I deserve your subscription. It's free. Click subscribe, because I don't want you to die in a car crash. And I don't want you to kill me in a car crash either. So subscribe.